My name is Stan Berger, and I'm the author of the Prosecution and Defense of Environmental Offences, which has been the culmination of 18 years of experience, first as a prosecutor in the criminal courts and then in environmental offences throughout the province of Ontario. When I was a prosecutor, I could never find a text which covered every part of the process from investigation through to trial and on to sentencing principles. I wanted to create a one-stop shopping resource. I'm pleased that over the years I've been able to add sections on Aboriginal law and break the language barrier which usually keeps important cases from Quebec from being made available in the rest of the country. The work isn't just of value to environmental prosecutors and defense counsel. As an in-house counsel myself in a large energy company, I find that my day-to-day work continually requires me to refer to the checklists on responding to regulatory inspection and investigation, precedents on solicitor-client privilege, and precedents on due diligence. I'm really excited about the online tables of environmental fines spanning over 15 years from jurisdictions across the country. The information is detailed enough to reflect the changes in the maximum fines available by law so that those accessing the service can compare apples with apples and not apples with oranges. Without this work, most of those cases would remain unreported because they are generally settled by guilty plea. With access to prosecutors' disposition reports and timely monitoring of new sentencing across the country, we have a database which includes over 1,000 cases and growing every year. You can find fines from a particular jurisdiction, particular environmental media such as water or air, and you can key in a particular fine range or a case name, or you can do a keyword search. This is something I particularly like because, for example, if your client was the new owner of a golf course and he or she wanted to know what environmental laws needed to be complied with, all you'd need to do is type in golf course and the database would spit out each instances where an environmental regulator has sought and obtained a fine against a golf course. For example, a pesticide offense, water resources, or a failure to comply with a ministry order, and other of the like. The reports detail not simply the date, name of the defendant, and fine, but any identifiable aggravating and mitigating factors, details of the offense, and any other considered but not pleaded to in passing sentence, and of course, the environmental impacts. I hope that you will also find Prosecution and Defense of Environmental Offences to be a very practical and useful resource.